Yeah, good evening, everyone. Sorry for the delay because we were facing some technical issues, but let's start now. So, this session is conducted by DSC, BKBIET, and MSc Pilani. And today we will be doing the hands on session for the Hacktoberfest. Hacktoberfest is a 30-day long open source contribution fest where everyone can contribute in open source and they have to make 4 PRs, just 4 PRs, and you can get either a t-shirt or you can donate that money to them only so that they can plant a tree. Okay, so it's good for everyone, like we can contribute and help our nature too. So today we will be making 4 PRs. Okay, and at the end we will be sharing some form through which you have to fill it, and through that only you will get your certificates and other specs. So stay connected till last because we have to do 4 PRs. It's the rule of Hacktoberfest that there should be 4 PRs. So we will also be making like account on that Hacktoberfest site, which I had sent in the chat section, because after that only we will be know that yes, our PRs has been done. Okay. So I request you all to open the official website of Hacktoberfest so that we can make accounts there, like we can get started there. I guess the screen is visible to you all. Okay. So this is the official website of Hacktoberfest. You can read more about Hacktoberfest. It is presented by DigitalOcean, Intel, and Dave. So it's a video about Hacktoberfest, so you can go through it. These are the event details. Like Hacktoberfest has made some updates in its rules. Like at the starting of the October, people were like just making small things, baseless things, and they are creating PRs just for the Hacktoberfest T-shirt. But this is not a good thing. That's why Hacktoberfest changed some rules of them, and all have to follow those rules so that they can complete their 4 PRs. So these are some projects mentioned by Hacktoberfest where one can contribute. You can surf to the website. So these are partners of Hacktoberfest. So I would recommend you all to like tap on start hacking and whatever signing in, like sign in with GitHub. So I think you all must have signed in your GitHub account in your browser. So as I had already been signed up for this, so that's why it's already open. So I request you all to first sign in with your GitHub account into this so that we can move further. Type done in the chat section after doing this. Am I muted? Am I not audible?
Aniket, you are audible.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, that's great. So I request you all to log in with your GitHub account here first and then type done in the chat section.
Okay, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Oh, that's great. There was some technical issue from my side. Sorry for the delay.
No
Okay, let me
problem.
present.
We have
I,
started the session, and now
okay,
people
thank
are
you,
logging
Aniket,
into
for
the.
starting it.
No problem. And now we are logging into the Hacktoberfest website.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah,
So once you all got logged in, please write in the chat box that you have done it, so we can move
yeah,
further.
exactly. Because it's a necessary step. Then only like you can see 2 or 4 pull requests. So it will be a kind of meter for you that yes, these many pull requests we have done. And as you
Yes.
can see that they have changes the rules and they will personally check all the PRs, I guess. That's why they will take like mature in 2 days sometime. If anyone is facing any issue in signing in, then you can ask it. Hasn't anyone signed in yet? Like, type done if you have signed in. Okay, great. Others to hurry up. It's a small thing. Just you need to sign in. Great, that's great. Samir Bhaiya would like to tell more about Hacktoberfest and open source to the participants.
Uh, okay, so there is some changes this time. Have you
Yeah.
covered that yet? Aniket, have you told
Yeah.
about the new changes? I think.
Yeah, the basic one, but not in detail. So you can share your screen and can tell those changes
Okay,
too.
let, let me do it.
Okay, okay. Yeah, you can start sharing. Yeah.
Can you see the screen right now? Is
Yes,
my
it's
screen visible? Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so the first thing, the important thing is, of course, the rules and regulations are changed a little bit, and that's because to avoid that spammy many many maintainers are facing some spam pull requests, like someone is creating just a README file and that's it, and some other who are just participating for their T-shirt are pull requesting for a small changes like hey, or just adding a little letter in the README file. So to avoid that, they have changed some guidelines, and as you can see, the only PR that will be accepted is if anyone who is participating does a pull request on any repository that is that has a topic of Hacktoberfest or Hacktoberfest 2020, or if the PR is labeled as Hacktoberfest accepted, and that can only be done if the repository has a label name as Hacktoberfest accepted, and that is the major changes they have done in the guidelines. So that is it about the guidelines. And the more there is one more thing about that, you have a choice this time. You can opt for the T-shirt, or you can plant a tree with your name on it. So they have this choice for the participant that if you want to plant a tree, you can do that instead of taking uh, accepting the T-shirt as a reward. And of course, I think the stickers will be given to the participants who does the four pull request and gets it valid. And so that is it about that. And of course, we encourage you to plant a tree, but it's up to you. And first, I think you can get T-shirt, but if you are a veteran, like you have participated in Hacktoberfest in later years, I will recommend you to grow a tree, because we have this motto for this event, like contribute for trees, not for teas. So that's it for the new things and updates about the Hacktoberfest. And it's easy. I'm telling you, it's just like adding a name, and that's it. We will walk you through about every step, like how you have to do it, and that's it. And after, if you don't get satisfied, like uh, is four pull requests are good enough, you can do more than just uh, four pull requests. So that's it about that. You can see mine. I think I was tinkering a little bit up with my repositories, and you can see I have one extra PR. uh, was testing that the PR thing is working, and there are no merge conflicts and all that. That is all. You can see I have done pull requests on my own repo. It works. If you do that, that works. I think that kind of an exploit, I think, but that works. So that's all about that. Should we move to doing the repository and all stuff, PR and stuff? Okay. Okay. Anyway, I think everyone has signed in, right? Okay, let's start then. So the first we will be okay. Head over to this website. Sorry, this repository BSc BKBIET. It's our official BSc BKBIET profile, and we will be maintaining all our open source projects to it. And so just head over to it. Let me share the link. Just head over to github.com/BKBIET. Now, as you can see, I have logged into it from a different account, so I can show you how you will be seeing a profile from a non-member perspective. Okay, once you head over to it, first I think which one was it? October code. Okay. Let's start with this repository. Head over to this repository. Should I move on, right?
I guess we should first tell them some basic
About,
commands of Git Bash, like how to
okay,
make
I think
commit and
we
PI.
have done it in the previous session. Should we do it again, right?
Yeah, because it's important for this session mainly.
Okay, okay.
So
Let's,
I guess Khushi can move ahead with this.
so she signed and I can do that.
Yes, she is there, but it's showing on hold. Don't know why.
Okay, never mind. I'll do it.
Okay.
So first we have to fork it, right? Let me do that from the starting. Okay. So once you head over to BSc BKBIET's GitHub profile and uh, choose any repository, we will be doing the pull request on all four of these and one more repository that I have on my profile. So let's start with this Hacktober code repository. Once you have head over to this, let me go in. Okay. Once you have here, you will see this button that says fork. About forking, that means you are just copying this repository to your own uh, list of repository or on your own profile, and from there you will be doing all the changes and stuff. It's like just you have put your own fork in someone else's plate and just copied it, his whole dish, and pasted it on your plate. So it kind of that analogy. So once click on that forking, and you can see the fork on the repository and it's scanning and all. So once you have done that, it will redirect to your own profile. From my point of view, it's submit same and Hacktober code. So once you have poked into the repository, you will head over to your own profile, redirect it to your own profile. From this step, what you have to do is you see this green colored button that is code. Copy this link, or you can also copy this link. Okay. So I'll just copy this, and I think you have installed the Git SVN. If not, go to Git. You have to install this Git manager that is. Might have explained it in the previous session, I guess, yesterday. So you have to install this and set up your profile there. Once you do that, you will see this Git bash here, or you can just you can even do this from the command prompt that it supports Git. Once you install it, it installs on your system and it can be accessible from any, uh, I'd say, terminal or prompt. But we'll use the Git bash. Once you do that, you have forked the repository, you have copied the link, and what you have to do is downloaded it on your own local machine. That what we call is a cloning. You are cloning the repository that is on the server, that is this, onto your local machine. So you can do the changes and stuff. You can do it on this server also, but we'll see this part. What you say is get clone and then paste. Don't do the control V stuff, or that will just add us some more character that is invisible to it, and it will give some error that is that this link is not kind of valid or something. Just do the right click and do the paste, or you can also use this shift insert. The control plus V shift doesn't work here. So once you do that, you can see cloning into Hacktober code. Now once you have done that, Hacktober code. So here you can see so many right? Hacktober code. You can see here. Going here. And you can see there's the dot bit if you have enabled the hidden file items and that. You will see this, and we have two more files, and that is exactly what we have seen on our repo. That is a readme file and a sum.cpp. So this is how you clone your repository on your local machine, and that is that. Let's do the other stuff. Now, what you have to do is you have to do some changes. Then you will have to do. There is a staging area where you have whatever you do, like first you add it to the staging area, then you commit your changes that yes, I have to push these changes to the GitHub. Then it rests on the staging area. And from when you use the git push command, it pushes to the GitHub server, and the changes will be seen here on your repository. So now what we have to do is we'll do some changes. So for change, we can do this. We can create a new file and name it as with our name. So let us create a new file. Name it Samir any.cb. We'll be writing some command here. Well, it is not bad. We'll do some changes here. I'll show you what changes you have. So once you have opened the Hacktober code repository and cloned it on your local machine from that git clone and the link, you will see these two files readme and sum. Now what you have to do is you have to create a new file, and the file should be of your name dot the C++ extension, that is CPP. Now just copy this code that is written in the sum.cpp and paste it in your own file. And what you have to do is to make it that you are not just copy pasting, you have to give it your own text. So here we will like return x plus one. So the sum will return this if it is provided with two integer values, that is a and b, and that is how it will do. You can do it from your own way. You can even uh, change this to some multiplication or something different. That's all up to you. You can even write your own code. You just have to make a new file, do your coding and do your changes, and you have to commit. I will save this. I will put this up, and we have done some changes. So what we'll see is there's one more command to see if there are any changes or modified files. So that is git status hyphen. Okay, we have to go to our repository. Okay, pd change icon to that. We'll get status. So here you can see we have a new file, and these two question mark means it is not yet identified that what we have done with this file. Right? We have added. That means we have added a new file. It is not modified. It is not something. It is added. This question mark meant that. Now what we have to do is we have to add it to the staging area. So what we will use git add and dot. By dot it means add everything to the staging area. That means we are adding all the changes, and you can even just add what you have added. I can even write like some channel.cpp. You can even write something like r.cpp, like every file with the CPP extension. That also you can even write individual files, and but I'll use dot. Dot means everything on this repository, just add it to it. Add to the staging area and will come. So it is added. Now what we will do now is we will commit these changes. Now, commit hyphen n. This is important that hyphen n stands for message. So this flag hyphen n will add some message to it. So every commit should have a message to it. Just uh, what we say, it's just for our sake that what we have changed, we can get a track of it. I'll just do added a file name. So you can see here, added a file name. So miscellaneous. This is your, what you'll say, your message. Now the one file has changed, and there are 16 insertions in that file. So now we have added it to the staging area, committed it. Now we have to push it on the our GitHub profile. So what we will use? We will use get push hyphen u, and hyphen u you can also comment it. It's not necessary. So get push origin, what its origin is, and then the branch name. Now here the branch name is main. You can see here if you are using the git bash main, and push origin name. Now it's the branch's name. It's the default branch what we are using here right now. Now just press enter. Now let's wait for some time. Main pattern. Okay, my bad. That is because I have not signed in with my what hmm, my own profile here. I have signed in with I've signed in with my other account, that is you can see here, Toyokaze, and my email address. What I can do here is not do that. So here you will not get this error. It will get pushed on your own repo. So that's how you will do. Now also, if you haven't got anything from this command line promote, but command line interface, you can do it manually too. So what you have to do is just go Hacktoberfest, your own profile. You have code and just let's add a file. We'll do this. Okay. CLI will not work because I haven't signed in to my this account, that's a missing account. I have signed in from the other account. It will take some time. Let's leave that for this session. We have consumed a lot of time already. So let's create a new file. You can do that from the website itself. So just you added a file, click on the added file, add a name to it. Well, create a new file. Now what we have to do is add some command. We have added a command here. You can write anything from it. Like you can even add your. We will do that. You can add anything to it. You can add your own code, and once you have done that, you can add your comment message as we have already talked about. Like hit commit hyphen m, then your message. If you don't put that, it will automatically give just like create summary.cpp will be given as your message. Now just commit to the file, commit directly, that is let it be. Now as you have done this, you have added a file, just it will show when it is added. Now as you can see, this branch is one commit ahead of the DSC BKBIET main. Now here's the thing, the main part that you have to do a pull request. Now you have added your changes, committed your changes. Now you have to request the main directory from which you have forked, that is DSC BKBIET October code, and you have to request them to pull your changes. So that's what Hacktoberfest needs. That you have to do 4 such pull requests. So just click on the pull request button here. You have changes and just it is just above on your repository. It says that. Now it will come to this page, and so from line by line that what you have changed. Well, you have changed the entire file. You have added a new file. It will not show anything on the left side. It will show that you have added these files on the right side. These changes. Now you can see there is one commit only, as there's only one commit you have where you have added your file, and there is one file change and there is one commit. Now the discard and review, you have to click create pull request. Now you can have your own title, leave a comment like please accept. You can attach a pull request. Okay. Now create a pull request. You have added your message, added your title. Now it will check this branch has no conflict with the base. Okay, that's fine. Now here you can also add a label. The label part will be done from the maintainer side, that is from the DSC BKBIET side, from our side. So we'll add a label here about that. We have discussed that they have a new guideline that here should have a label name Oktoberfest accepted. We will do that. Now this branch has no conflicts. Okay. Now we have done. That's the part. We have done one pull request and it will be accepted from our side. Now let's do it another. So head over to you can search here. Show you pathway. 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 That is my repository. Uh, my profile. Head over this. Okay, let's wait and do what I have done here. And once you have done that, just let us know that you have done that. If you get any error or any help you need, just ask on the chat. Do this October code request, and we'll move further with the other repository. It's okay, right? So let's wait for some minutes, and we'll head over to the next repository. Everyone is doing code request, right? We'll just wait for 5. 3 minutes and head over to the next part. Yes, you can unmute and ask. And do they have the permission to share the screen? Aniket? Yes, we can see what they are facing and we can solve it there.
Yeah, they can share.
Okay, copy that.
Excuse me, Priya.
Yeah.
What is the site?
Uh, I give the link. That is github.com. This is the link. You can see it in the chat box itself. BSc BKBIET and head over to this author. So click on the fork button right there. Just do the changes and create a pull request. I think we have already got 3 pull requests. Now we need pull request. Third one is fine.
Chitra, the site is in the chat box. You can look from there.
My voice is my voice lagging or something? Am I audible or not? Is it lagging too much?
Yeah, it's lagging too much.
That should not.
Yes, Priya.
Samir, your voice is not audible.
I'm not speaking right now.
Yeah, now it is.
Yeah, I'm accepting the pull request that I've got. I think you can see that I have one more pull. One more. Okay, it's not from this. Let me accept. I've got 4 pull requests, including mine. That is, I've got 3 pull requests. One from Ramakrishna, one from Anshika, and one from Shreya Mukherjee. Let me accept mine first.
Samir bhaiya, I think we should move to the
Move on
next
to the
PR.
next.
Sorry.
The next step is you have to head over to my profile, that is Toyo-Kaze. The link is provided. What? Let me. Is my voice too much lagging? Let me know if it is.
Yes, sometimes it is lagging a lot.
If the screen is lagging, or just is it just
No, no,
my
no.
voice?
The screen is visible. The voice is lagging.
Voice lagging. Let me
Yeah.
my- it will take a minute. Okay, now is my voice clear?
Yeah, it's clear now.
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, we should move to the next
Will-
PR.
yes. So head over to this repository, this profile, Soyokaze, and go to my repository, that is contribute. Share this. Now the same, it has the same steps. Move this repo. Open the repository. Now, now how you have to do the changes for this. Now here's a some extra stuff. That is, you have to create a new branch. Now, once you got this, you have put your the contribute repository. You will see this button here that says main, and there is a drop down button. Click on that, and you will have this text box that says find or create a branch. Just type in your name. That is Samir. I have already a branch that is Samir. I will do Samir 1. Okay. So now I have entered this name. It show it shows here that create a branch Samir 1 from main. So it will create a new branch from the main branch, and it is kind of a replicate of the main branch. And so whatever changes you will be doing here, it will not reflect to the main branch, but it will be added to the repository. And you can see I have like 5 branches, and they all have some their own changes in it. So you have to do the pull request from there, and I will do the other change. So once you have done that, just go to the source directory from the repository, and there you will see uh, a file that is named array.jl. Go into it, and you will see 2 code snippets. One is the data object code snippet that is here. Not copy the commenting parameters. Just copy what is inside these comments, and just copy this and paste it in the last one. It should be inside this. Okay, first we have to click on this edit this file button. What Once you have done that, it will show this edit file, introduce changes and stuff. First you have to click on that edit file button, that is a pencil that will be on your right top corner. Once you have done that, copy this code snippet that says data object code snippet. Copy that and paste it just below the last object. Just after the comma, just press enter, and you will get to the new line and paste it here. It should be inside the square brackets and after the last object and after the comma. It should be there. So just paste it there, change it to your name, that is Sami, and your description. I will say attendee. Now there's one more option you can do is you can add your own image, and there. You can also upload a file if you want to upload. Like you can upload your own image, and once you have open your repository, head over to the source, head over to the media into the source, and what you have to do is add a file, upload a file or create a file. You can also upload a file. Okay, choose the file. They will be saying that we are adding a file. You can add any file. Like I have this logo and open, and it will upload the file here. And after that, you can commit your change. Let's do it. Add one of my. Okay. Now you can see uploading. One file is uploaded. You can see here. Your file is uploaded, and you can do the commission. You can add a message. You can add this and that. Once you have done that, you have added your image. That is a different thing. That's option. Yeah, it's on you have to do it or not. Now, once you have added your uploaded your image, what you have to do is copy this. That is import statement code snippet. Just below that, import your image. Just copy that and paste it here. And what you have to do is replace this with your own image name. What was my name? Media, and that is pig.png. Now just write it here. That is pig.png. should be your own name. Now you have pasted your data object here and added a file that is this and your variable name. Adding like var1 and replace this db with var1. It is totally optional. The main thing is you have the first one, that is the most priority thing, is you have to copy this data object and paste it right before the square brackets and after the last comma. Once you have done that, commit your changes. You have committed your changes and go to the code. Just click on the code button. It will get to you on your main profile page where and contribute repository. It will show that someone has recently pushed less than one. Okay, you can do a compare and pull request, or this branch that is one ahead of show we have done one commit and that is one branch behind. So you can do a pull request. That is you are pushing. Previously you are pushing the code and the file. Now you are pushing the branch itself. Once you have done that, let me okay. This branch is one commit ahead of show your cousin name. So you have to create a pull on that. Don't click on that someone had some changes and do a pull request. You have to do the other one. Here you can see that repository contribute and we are comparing this to the main. Just create a pull request. You can add description and all. Say this branch has no conflict with the base branch. Once you have seen that, okay, you have done your pull request. That's it. That's it for uh, this repository. I think that was clear. We have to request one next one time. We cannot just first. That's it. So now try it yourself, and if you face any error or you have any query, just feel free to ask. Feel free to ask in any language. If you're not comfortable in English, you can ask in English. The main purpose is to solve your query. You can also type your queries if you have any in the chatting area here. Of course. Okay, so let me head over to my like one repository uh, that is now you can see I have this repository that is Samir's in and Samir's in. What you have to do is head over to the repository that you have scoped and you will see just on the left side of the code button that is green, you have this add file button. Just click on the drop down menu and click create new file. And once you have done that, you have to enter the name plus extension of the file. So what we have done in the previous repository, that I have made a file called my name, that was my name, and from and also the extension that is .cpp. You have to do that. because it will not prompt you for the extension of the file. You only add your name. It will just create a file with your name. No, that is a different thing. And add your changes here, your code, and do the commit file. That's it. You have added your file to your repository. And then after that, I think that clears. I wasn't too fast. Did that resolve your query? Let me know. Should I repeat it again? I can do that. Because we have done 2 repositories and 2 more. I've got only 2 PRs. Yeah, that is one from me and one from Aniket. Are you all for something? Let us know. Okay, okay, we got one from Shreya, one from Janak that they asked, and we got 2 more PRs. I think we have like the attendees. Okay, okay. That's okay. Yeah, yeah, I will. Of course, I will. Just after the session, that is the main thing I will be doing. I'll be accepting all the PRs. If there is some merge conflict, anything, I will be solving that. So no need to worry about that. And if I'll suggest that you do more PRs just after that, just for practice, that you will get to know more about GitHub and get used to the CLI stuff. I'll suggest the CLI because it's much faster and much easier than the GUI method. I just like the CLI. let's head over to the next repository. Because we have a limited time. It's 7:30 already, I think, 7:22. And so who will be doing the next repository? Aniket, will you?
Okay, so let's move to the next PR.
Let me know.
So is my screen visible? Okay. So yeah, I'm sharing this repo link in the like in the chat section. Open this repo. After opening this, let's fork it. So it's forking it. Okay, so we have forked this. Now let's move to the master branch. Next to SRC. And then let's move ahead to app.js. So you can see the code here. So let's edit it. So you can see that I have written a comment here, copy paste this below and replace name with your own name. So you can do that. So just like you can copy paste this. Let's copy this. Okay. And then paste it below. And let's add your own name. So I'm adding mine.
Aniket, you can just zoom in a little bit.
Okay, sure. Is it good now?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. You can like directly copy this name and copy it and then paste it down and just edit or replace the name word with your own name. That's it. I guess you all have done this. So let's move. Whatever you comment you want, you can add it there. Let's added the name. Commit changes. Okay, so you can see that my name has been added and yours must be too. So next, go to the pull request. So you can see that is compare and pull request, or if it's not showing you, then you can create new pull request. So let me do this. So whatever you want, you can write a name, like added the name, and let me write my name, and then create pull request. So one pull request has been created to this repository, and you too can do it. Yeah, two more. One more has come from Shreya. If you are facing any issue, then you can ask, unmute and you can ask. So the project which we just worked is of React. One more. If anyone is facing any issue, you can ask it. Is it done? If anyone is facing any issue, you can ask maybe in chat or you can unmute. So there has been 6 forks. I guess more PRs are coming. So simple, like when you fork, head to the master branch, then to src folder, then to app.js file. Just copy this section, add it below, and replace the name with your own name. That's it. And do the commits and PRs. Shall we move forward? And if you are facing any issue, then you can ask.
I think we should head over to the next repo.
Yeah.
After that, we will have a Q&A. And if they will be facing any issue, they can ask them.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Let me share the link of the other repository. So in the chat section, there's the link to the other repository. So let's open that. Let's fork it. It's a bit long one, so we will use git bash in this. So let's clone this. Like you can use GitHub CLI or the normal clone. So I'm using the GitHub CLI part.
Should we clone the GH pages or okay? Never mind.
Master.
Never mind.
We can switch to the master after cloning. Yeah, so just copy it as GitHub CLI part and paste it on your Git bash. Or if you want to do this cloning in any specific folder, so you can switch it there. Like I would like to do it in specific folder in the D drive. So just paste it and press enter. Cloning. Yeah, then switch to the master branch. It's git checkout master. Sorry, I need to move into the repository. Hacktoberfest, the same name as the repository, CD Hacktoberfest 2020. Then git checkout master. Yeah, I'm doing that only. I can check out the remote tracking branch. Is it the right command?
I think it is the right command.
Yeah,
Use git checkout origin master maybe. But it is the right command.
git checkout origin master.
That or just check that how many branches are there.
Two
Just
only, I guess.
git
Master
branch.
branch match multiple two remote tracking branches.
How many branches?
There are one master branch only.
Is it a main branch or master?
Master.
Okay.
Anyone else is also facing this type of issue? Okay. So after using this hinted command, like it's working, it switched to master branch. And then I am using, like you can see it in your folder or wherever you have cloned it. So yeah, it's here. So opening this, you will go to SRC folder, then to hackers folder. Okay, so you can copy this hacker, paste it in that same folder, okay, and then rename with your own name. Okay. If anyone is, and if anyone else is also facing,
I think it's the error is specific to you only. But I'm not facing an error. It is switched to master branch. So I think it is okay. Check out. You have to run this command inside the repository. Once you have
I'm sorry for the network issue.
that's if you're facing an network issue, let me know.
Actually, someone was calling me, so I told them to call later.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. So next, open your code editor. Like if you type code space dot, then mine one is set to VS Code. Okay. Then open that hackers folder and open that file which you copied and renamed it. So here you can see the hacker name. So you can write your name, write mine, and change this name hacker to your name. Like if you have written, like I would recommend you to write the folder like file name with the capital letter, like capital A, and then rest your name. And this also the same. Then save it. Next, move ahead to app.js. So you can see a hacker's name here. So just copy this li part, this whole part, copy it, paste it below, and change your name, like add your name here. And also here, you can just copy this, import hacker from this part, paste it just below, and rename it, like replace hacker with the name which you have added there. So I have added my name. Okay. So then save it. If you are facing any issue or want me to repeat anything, then you can ask. So first, like opening the folder in the folder section, copying this hacker file, hacker.js file, and rename it with your own name. Remember to keep the first letter capital. Okay. Then moving to the code editor, open the hackers folder in the code editor, open that copied and renamed file, rename this like this hacker section with your own name, with the same name as the folder name. Okay. And replace this hacker name with your own name, save it, move to app.js, copy this li hacker name part, this whole part. Okay, paste it below, and then replace your that hacker name with your own name. Okay, and here in the top section, you will see that import hacker from this folder, this exact path. So copy it, paste it below, and replace hacker with the same name. Like I named it there. So Aniket from, and here also replace it. And then save it. Doing this, we can move to our git bash and then git add period, then git commit, add it. Like you can say any message here, then git push, yeah. Now you can check your repository, so you can see that master has recent pushes in less than a minute, so you can like first compare and pull request. So this is to your this has been done. So pull request has been created. So you can see here in the exact repository, like you can see the commands after doing the changes in the code. Git add space dot, this dot is known as period, but period, and next git commit hyphen m and a message whichever you want, then git push. After that, compare and pull request, or directly go to the pull request section and send the pull request. Like this was a bit long one, so if you want to ask anything or if you want that anything to be repeated, you can ask. And this was also a React project file, like you presently worked on React just now. If you are facing any issue, then you can ask, or you want to repeat anything. I can see any new addition. Could you please help? New addition in which section? In the repository, in the main repository, or the forked one? Like you can unmute and ask.
Yeah, hi. Actually, there isn't any change in the repo.
In the main repo or the forked one?
In the forked one.
Did you mention
Should I
like
go to
this?
the main
Git
one?
no, like did you did all these command git add hyphen dot like space dot and commit
Yeah, I've
and
done
push?
all of these. I'll just attach the screenshot.
Like these were all successfully done without any warning.
Actually, this gh command was not working for me. So I just took the HTTPS link.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, done. Fine.
Have you changed your branch to the master branch, or you are still on the PHP branch?
No, she has changed.
No. Like, she has changed. Yes, of course she
Oh,
has changed.
yeah. Might be she's like switch to the master branch and then you can get the changes.
Okay, I'm still on the GH pages.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, I'll just try again.
Yeah. Second one.
Yeah, I can see it on the master branch.
Yeah, that's great.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Now let's create the pull request then. If anyone else is also facing any issue, then you can ask. And like you can open that hacktoberfest.digitalocean.com and sign in, and you can see your pull request, whatever you have done. It will take time to get confirmed.
There is a 13 days limit, right? 13 days timer for confirming.
Yeah, around 13 to 14 days, like they mentioned in their updated rules.
That's for just the review part, and if it is accepted, it will show that take a purple tick. And if it is not eligible, right, like you have done a pull request on a repository that doesn't have a topic with Hacktoberfest, or the the PR is not labeled as Hacktoberfest accepted, so it will be ineligible. But not to worry, we have done both of that, and you have done 4 pull requests, which that comes in this criteria, that is Hacktoberfest topic and Hacktoberfest accepted label.
And you can contribute further too, like you can check their website and you will get more to contribute. The last year says ineligible repository.
The last year says so
Like,
it might be like you have submitted done a PR on a repository that doesn't have both of these, like it doesn't have the PR to be labeled as
like
Hacktoberfest accepted or the topic.
This PR is of yours only, I guess.
I think she is saying
Yeah,
that
that's fine.
her last PR is ineligible, marked as ineligible. Was it 13 days ago?
And you can contribute more. Like they have also mentioned some repositories. I guess the PRs are done.
Yes, I've accepted all the PRs from my side, that two repositories. So I
Okay,
think
that's great.
those are.
Yeah, all your PRs will be accepted soon.
And furthermore, about the form and stuff, I think everyone has done their PRs. It's the Q&A
Yeah,
session. You
now,
can ask anything right now.
yeah, sure. And you can share that link or form, whatever it is, for the certificates and all.
Okay, let me share the link. Here's a Google form. Just fill it up, just enter your name, give us your feedback, and enter your email address so we can know that who have attended this event, and we will be giving certificates to those only. And also, you have to be registered on our event, that is the RSVP. You have to be there. You have to be RSVP'd on our event. Now the RSVP is closed, and so do these two things, and you are good to go. We will mail the certificate. And also, after like 13 days, I think your PRs will be accepted, and so that after the Hacktoberfest month gets over, you will get an email for sharing your shipping address. And after that, in a month or two, you will get your goodies. It could be your, I think, this time I think it will be a different kind of thing, because you have to opt for a treat, so it will be a
Yeah,
choice.
and you can contribute more. Like it's not the end; it's just the starting. You can act like take this as the starting of yours in the open source world. So you should contribute more. Keep on contributing.
Also, you can join us on the Discord,
Yeah,
and can do more these contributing stuff there too. We'll be adding more repository to our main profile, and it will not be like this simple like this. It could be a real website, or it could be an app, and you can legitly, like, you can add your own code, you can build your own web page kind of thing on there, and it will be like a project, and it will